What's going on, everyone? It's Brain with JACOJE Fine Jewelry, your personal jeweler, Depite, and I'm sorry if I pronounce that wrong. I promise you I'll get your question right. I'm trying not to buy gold jewelry from the internet because it's hard to know if you're getting the real gold. Trying to buy some gold necklace online, Macy's, how do I check to see if the gold is real? Great question. With that being said, let's get started. Now, with the popularity of online shopping becoming really exploding, no matter what you're selling, you want to be able to offer it online, and that's the same with jewelry. So a lot of people be like, oh, I never buy jewelry online. It's definitely turning, and you are, whether you know or not, buying more and more stuff online. So no matter if it's a car, a gold necklace, whatever it is, produce, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Everything is online now, and that's the way it's going, and it's only gonna get stronger, so you have to feel comfortable eventually. Now, with these big department stores, these big brands, there's not a question if the gold is real or not. Honestly, I sell gold online and I'm growing, but just between you guys and I, forget JACOJE.com exists, what my knowledge is, and I'll share a story. I met with a vendor that makes chains for the biggest store. I don't want to say the store just out of the respect to our conversation, but there's one in every city. Everyone shops there. You guys know what it is. He told me basically how strict they are with their guidelines. They send a team out, their own team, their own employees, to test the gold merchandise as it's made. And there's several steps. So once the gold wire is made, they test it. Once it's ran through the machine and made the link, they test it. When it's diamond cut or after it's diamond cut, they test it again. When the end caps are put on, they test it again. When they stamp it, they test it again. When it's polished, they test it again. All these steps, and this company goes from manufacturer to do the same thing, just to make sure if it's gonna be 10 karat, it has to be 10 karat plus. There's no exceptions. It'll be rejected. You will be fired. That's just how it is. It has to be what it is stated. And I know, like, for me, I test my gold not on that scale, but I have to, and I have to have the documents to prove it and that all my stuff is legit, at least for me, my peace of mind, and just knowing what I'm buying and also what I'm selling. I talked to the company that works with me, and it's the same thing. Designers that want to go into these big department stores, they have to have the proper paperwork. If it's a smudge under what the purity is stating, the company is not going to buy it, and you will be on your merry way. So that is what those big department stores offer. You have to have a certain protocol, and they have to know what they're stocking and what they're selling. Now, the problem with these big stores, yes, they're selling the real thing, real gold, which is good, peace of mind. Yes, it's a little more expensive, but the business strategy for these stores, or most of these stores, this doesn't apply to everybody, is you make the chain look the biggest, weigh the less, so you can make the most, if that makes sense. I'm gonna make a video on that topic because it is a big topic, and let's be honest, I'm the one that brought this kind of stuff to light originally with my earlier videos, so you gotta know kind of what you're buying, what the gram weight is. When you go into those department stores, they're not trying to really set you up with the best chain for your look, that's the heaviest. Honestly, the employees don't really know what they're selling. They don't know the weight of them. They're concerned on how much commission they're gonna make on you, if you're gonna apply for one of their credit cards, financing, all that stuff. It's just corporate. So it's not the same thing, but if you're comfortable with that, if you want the guarantee of real gold buying online, then that is a good option. Now, most of you guys watching this video are not gonna go to these big department stores and buy a hollow Cuban for, you know, an outrageous price per gram. It's just not gonna happen. You know too much now, and you want a solid chain, you want a pretty good deal, and you want the same guarantee of real gold and service that you kind of get with a bigger store. So you kind of take it to a next level at a smaller scale. Right off the bat, the general thing I recommend to people if shopping around, you gotta look at reviews. You have to know the reviews. It's just, I take this like how I do it. If there's a new restaurant, I'm on Yelp looking at every single review. I take it all with a grain of salt, because you look at some people's reviews and they just don't really apply to your concerns. So you have to really look at reviews on a company, online company. And let me be completely honest with you guys, the same thing that can happen online can happen in a jewelry store. Just because you have a physical location, you have showcase, and you're in a nice suit, doesn't mean you're not gonna pull the same stunt or maybe not know you have a fake chain in your showcase, just like an online store. So the same problems will happen online as they do a jewelry store. It's really about the company, the seller. So if you go super small scale like eBay, be careful. Yes, you're gonna get a good deal because it's more just someone trying to get rid of a gold chain, but you have to be wary because there's a lot of scammers online. There's a lot of scammers in person too. So I would stick to kind of like an actual business and do the research on the reviews. Know what the company stands for, know what the policies are, and how you're gonna get treated if there is something that goes wrong. And most importantly, know the chain you're gonna buy, the price, and all that good stuff. And the other thing, guys, it's worth it to pay a little bit more sometimes to have that guarantee, to know what you're buying and be comfortable. You're not always worrying. I get a lot of people that buy stuff super cheap and they're emailing me pictures and trying to see if it's real. I can't do that for you. So you have to just go with what you're comfortable with. At the end of the day, watch all my videos. You will know that I say this. You just got to be comfortable with your purchase, no matter if you buy it from X, Y, or Z. It just has to be right for you. Everybody has different circumstances, concerns, and needs as a consumer, and that store, that seller should provide those for you, so that way you could be satisfied with your purchase. I do think sometimes it's worth it to go pay a little extra just so you know. And the number one is just do your research, read the reviews. You gotta be comfortable with that, because if there's no reviews, if there's kind of a random thing, then I would stay away for sure. But most people in the industry, just like anything, are just in it to sell and grow a business, provide for their family, all that good stuff. So, but there are some bad people. They're in stores, they're in malls, they're online, they're in white vans, I don't know. But you just have to just do your research and be comfortable with what you're buying. And there's different concerns with each process, the gold weight, how the chain is made, the integrity, if it's new, used, what the actual width is. There's so many different things that kind of stress people out. But I'll get into more of those things in more videos, because when it comes to reviews, it's what I do. Let me know if you have any more questions, comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. That's it for today's video, and we'll see you on our next jewelry video.